if he leads you into the green meadows and he leads you beside the water that is peaceful and it's not raging, you can get a drink, and he renews your strength and guides you along the right paths, in the darkest valleys, you should know, well, it's a dark valley, but God will find the green meadow. God will find the peaceful stream. He'll renew my strength and he'll guide me along the right path. But the problem is when we get in the dark valleys, we just see the dark valley. We don't see the meadows and the streams and the paths and the strength, right? And so what David is trying to say is, as God is my shepherd, I see things a little bit differently than if he wasn't. He says, even though I walk through the darkest valley, and then he says this, because God's his shepherd, he says, I will not be afraid. Come on, say this with me. I will not be afraid. That's a declaration. And it says, for you are close beside me. And then he uses a form that only a shepherd could truly understand. He says, your rod and your staff protect and comfort me. Those are shepherd's weapons. And what he's saying is, God, the things that you would use in your hand to protect your sheep, I am your sheep. I am submitted to a place where I will just follow you and trust you to completely provide for all of my needs. You see, the shepherd could wipe out an entire flock if he took them to a place of danger, if he took them off of a cliff, if he took them to a place where there was no peaceful streams or a place to eat, no green meadows. A shepherd could destroy the entire flock. But what he's saying is, I understand the vulnerability, and I understand the way that a sheep relies on its shepherd. And as a shepherd doing this for a living, regardless of the amount of influence God has given me as a king, I submit to God as my shepherd. I submit to him as the one who will renew my strength and guide me and direct me. And even if I'm in the darkest valley, I'm not going to be afraid, because I know you're right beside me, because I know what a good shepherd would do. And I also know that you know how to use that rod and your staff. And it's going to comfort me. I love how it doesn't say your rod and your staff protect me. It says your rod and your staff protect me and comfort me. I think sometimes we just give God the credit as he is the ultimate bouncer. He's my fighter. He's going to do it for me. But what the Bible says is it protects me. So he is that. But then he also comforts me. And that's the part where I feel like a lot of us don't get to because we lack intimacy. Because God protects us because we need him and we yearn for that, but we don't let him comfort us. You see, protection is God's quality. That's something that he does. Comfort is something that we allow. Protection, he's going to protect you regardless of whether or not you want protected. But comfort, you have to allow God to comfort you. You have to receive what he's giving. Somebody doesn't come up and just give you a hug and it's comforting. Sometimes somebody may give you a hug and you're like, I'm not feeling that. But sometimes they give you a hug and you need that. Your spouse comes up and gives you a hug in a tough time. You need that comfort. But if you just don't want them touching you, you're not allowing them to comfort you. And if God is your shepherd, you appreciate the protection, but you have to receive the comfort. You have to allow God to comfort you. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any new content or videos, and tell all your friends. Also, we're here live every Sunday. We'll see you soon.